Tampa Bay Rays franchise mode. And Tampa Bay, obviously, a very good baseball team, so it should not be as difficult as other franchise modes, such as rebuilds, the Orioles, Miami, and let's see what we're working with. So we're going to start in spring training, as you can see, and let's just get right into the rosters. So obviously, Blake Snell, the defending American League Cy Young winner, and look at those numbers from last year. 1.89 ERA, which is pretty crazy to think about being that good. And then Alvarado is one of the best young closers in baseball. Definitely excited to have him here. And then we have the one, the only Tommy Pham. And then one of the things the Tampa Bay Rays have is a lot of good prospects. They may not necessarily have that top prospect, that all of baseball's talking about, but Austin Meadows right here is, I don't necessarily know if he's only a 65 rated player, and he's a really good ball player that maybe we're going to have to adjust the stats a little bit for. Nothing too crazy because we don't want to cheese the system a bit, but while we're here, maybe just go +2 at everything. I think that's fair. I guess really bunting really doesn't matter, so we're not going to go crazy, but I think he's a little bit better than the stats have him or show him to be. So if any of you guys think this is a bit cheese, then let me know. I could always track back, but I mean it's +2 to everything, and he's only a 68 rated, so I think that's a bit more fair. He's one of the better players in baseball. So other than Austin Meadows, my God, what is going on? It's hard to speak English sometimes. Austin Meadows, let's get that right. We have Charlie Morton, who if for whatever reason, we struggle this season. We could look to trade at the deadline. I mean, he is already 35 years old, but he's an 80 rated pitcher. It'd be hard to move him, but we can see if we can make something work. And then Brent Honeywell, another top prospect in the Rays organization, but already 23 years old. Doesn't have a lot of time really to develop, but he's still young naturally for a pitcher. And we're going to send this guy to Double A. That way you can see his stats. He was in Single A before. Brendan McKay, another one. There's a few A's down here. We want to get them. Actually, there's a lot of good pitching prospects down here. So while we're here, we're going to send him down to Class A. And this dude, Mike Franco, is a C potential, so we're going to send him down. Aaron Slegers. And he's a B, but he's already 26 years old. So we'll keep an eye on him, but he's probably going to end up being a, career minor leaguer. Although he did pitch in the majors last year for Minnesota. And good for him, though. Good for him. And Sandy Gaston, 18 years old, is a B, so we're going to call him up, Double A. Shane Baz, sick name. Send him up to Double A as well. And let's see, Triple A. We need one more person to Triple A. We have 5 starters in Triple A right now. We could send this guy to Double. Then that will allow us to now send Torre to Triple. And send this guy to, whoops, Double. My God, Triple. Whoops. We'll send this guy to Triple A. And I think that's good for now. In terms of starting pitchers, the game will rearrange the, we do have 14, or 15, excuse me, pitchers in Double A, which is kind of intense, but then the computer will work it out. Alrighty, so see, we have a lot of really good prospects. This is really, really good to see. So let's just get into it. it's still spring training, so we can't look at scouts, but we can add scouts. And right off the bat, this is a good one right here. We don't actually have an international scout, which is interesting. So let's just go ahead and we have 3 East scouts, so I think it's pretty safe to say we can probably just get rid of this guy. And this Ryan over here can pretty much do everything there is to do, so we're just gonna fire and move him down there. And there you go. And one of the top scouts in baseball. So even though we can't get fired, this is our goal for the season and for the length of the first 3 years. So by the end of the contract, i.e., by the end of the third season, they want us to have made the playoffs and every year finish above 500, which I think is manageable. I think, as you saw, Tampa Bay does have a pretty decent team, and I don't think it would be that difficult to finish by 500 as long as we can stay healthy. So let's keep going. And how's our budget looking? We got a decent budget. You know, money's important here. And what else is new? What else can we do to start? Alrighty, rotation. We got a solid rotation. Charlie Moore really isn't 82 rated, but he's getting paid a lot more, and so he's gonna be happy about that for a while. And as long as he plays well, he'll be in a good mood, and his overall will stay high. I don't know, maybe not that high, but probably around hovering around 85, 87. Torinos. I mean, we got a good pitching staff. Tyler Glasnow. I think Tyler Glasnow is going to be one of the best pitchers in baseball. Maybe kind of a stretch, but I don't know. I feel it. You know. Okay. In terms of the lineup, Joey Wendell, one of the better utility guys around baseball. Not to mention he's obviously a really good player as well. And Matt Duffy, good contact hitter. It's a very good analytical team in the show and in real life. Could use a new first baseman though. I also would preferably like to start Austin Meadows, but has to develop himself a little bit. So let's see on free agents. Let's go to first base. If we can get a first baseman, then we can really make something happen here. So let's see if we can find like nothing too major, but a nice first baseman. Trey Mancini, he's only 72 rated, but is Baltimore. It could be perceived a bit of a stretch to get a fellow AL East team. Tyler Austin, I mean, he's an A, but 27 years old. The former Yankee. I am, in fact, a Yankee fan, which is why it's a bit weird to imagine the Tampa Bay Rays, because if Tampa Bay does well, that means that ultimately Yankees can't be doing that well behind them. And let's see. So we want to get out of the AL East. Let's see what we find. Lucas Duda. Ryan O'Hearn. Good against righties. 25 years old. What's his trade value? So it's not that high. His overall 71. So if we start him, he'll actually be higher. He's durable. He can play the out. He can play left and right field. Disciplined. And he's not the best fielder, but at first base, I don't necessarily think it's the most important thing in the world. At least not in Diamond Dynasty, it isn't. And let's just see what else we can find. CJ Cron is a C, 80 rated or 75 rated, so probably gonna skip that. Justin Bohr, Matt Olson, it's gonna be way too high. Yeah. Ryan Healy could be an interesting pickup. 73 rated. Trade value is kind of low. Let's see, Guzman, 69 rated. Bill Walker, Ryan Zimmerman. His contract is rough, but it's a 1 year deal. But I don't really want. Yeah, it doesn't pay. Pete Alonso is raking right now in real life, and well, it's gonna be fine. All right. So Josh Bell. I mean, in real life, I think his value would be much higher. But let's just see if we could get ourselves Josh Bell here, because he's 73 overall, but he's 26 years old, and let's see what it'll take. So this is we don't really want to trade away our top guys, but like right off the bat, Nathaniel Lowe, I really wouldn't mind because Josh Bell is 2 years older than him anyway. And Jake Faria, I mean, we have a lot of decent pitching prospects, especially further down the line. So, I mean, would be trading away, probably, we're trading away the next man up if a pitcher gets injured. But I think it would be close. I forgot what the trade was. Well, they forgot the trade was too, so there goes that. We could probably just afford to give this up, though. I mean, 24 years old, 60 rated. Yeah, we could do it. We could also use backup catcher, to be fair, but worry about that later. All right, so this is going to be the first trade of the franchise mode. It's going to be Josh Bell, good hitter, very durable. That's what we want. He's only 73 rated without, morale involved, but I think he could be a really good player for us. So, yeah, let's accept this trade. There you go. The first trade has been completed, and Josh Bell is now a member of Tampa Bay. Welcome to the team. We're gonna put him in there. We're gonna work. We're gonna rearrange starting lineup once. There goes an 85 or 85. I wish 75 rated player. Right now, before I forget, let me just send someone down. Wait, are we still in spring training? Is that what it is? Yeah, we're still in spring training. Alright. Okay, so why is there only 26 people? Might as well just call up more people then. They're on the 40-man roster. Everyone here is on the 40-man. Weird. Well, everyone there is on the Major League roster, I mean. Strange. They're like Oliver Drake, 72 rated. Oh yeah, we can add him to the 40-man roster, call him up as another arm. Not to stay in the majors, obviously, but, Velasquez. He got a game in last year. We'll add him. We'll call him up. Maybe he could play himself. Brent Honeywell hasn't made his debut yet, so we'll keep him there. Yeah, we'll just add him. I don't know why our 40-man roster is empty. It's a bit of a weird one. What else? Jose De Leon. Let's see how he can do. What else? Banda. I think he warrants a spring training invite. Alright, so we're going to be streaming the first season, and I don't really believe in playing games, even though for all my franchise modes and for FIFA career mode, for NHL, is it called franchise? Is it franchise mode or GM mode? I don't really remember. I think it's GM mode. It could be franchise mode. It's one of those two, whatever it is. I don't really believe in playing them. The only time I jump into a game in the show is if I'm like 1 out away from a World Series and it's like a 5-run lead, then the odds of the opposing team scoring 5 runs are kind of slim. And then I jump in and I get the final out, hopefully. Anyway, and then so we're gonna turn critical situations on just in case anything crazy happens. We'll jump in, but I think this team is ready to go. I mean, Well, it's spring training, so so let's see how we do to open up the spring season. So far, our first 5 games, we won 4 of them. We're on a roll. Now that I said that, we're not on a roll. And I'm gonna just simulate to the end and then just check the stats. And there you go. 17-10, not too shabby. Our goal for the first season, even though in real life, Tampa Bay is absolutely killing it right now. Our goal for the first season is just to simply uh, finish above 500. But I would love to finish as a wild card team if we can. So Blake Snell not holding anything back. 1.5 ERA with a 5.2 record. Alvarado's doing well. Tommy Pham hitting above 300. Mike Zunino's struggling, but he's definitely known for his defensive catching abilities. But still, very, very good power bat as well. And he did hit 4 home runs. Charlie Morton put in a good sprint, actually a really good sprint. So for what it looks like our bullpen got a bit roughed up in spring training. Yeah, 8.0 ERA. Alvarado did well, but it looks like the rest of our bullpen got a bit roughed up. So maybe if that tends to be an issue, we could look to trade for a relief pitcher. So this is contract extension. It's pretty cool that you can do this mid-season because I don't really like you know, at the end of the season, if you play MLB franchise mode, it definitely is annoying how you have to go through every single player, assuming you want to, re-sign them. And you could set it to like auto re-sign players, but like that's a bit of a 50-50. I mean, what I do is I just go in and if they're A's or B's, then I manually sign them just to make sure. But like if they're like C's, like I'm talking about prospects. So if it's like a 23-year-old C prospect, if I lose them, it's disappointing, but usually the game signs them. So he's 24 years old, 23 years old, and I mean, the good thing about this is that we have the leeway of kind of getting an answer right now, as opposed to waiting. So he's going to be our closer. 2.5, I think is if we can lock him up for 2.5, that'll be good. I don't think it's going to go through. Yeah, I didn't think so. Usually when it's like this, you have to max out the interest level. So what about 2.8? There we go. So we've locked up our closer for the foreseeable future. And there we go. We locked him up until 2024, which is pretty good. All right. Now, I do have some sponsorships, but I don't necessarily know if you guys want me to leave them on or not. So for now, I'm not going to put on the diamond one, just in case it's a bit too cheese, but I will put on the silvers. And you guys let me know if you think sponsorships are a bit not too cheesy or whatever. You guys can let me know about that. All right. So moving on now to the start of the season. If I can start it, that would be terrific. I guess we have to do it over here. And there you go. We're in. Let's check the roster. Make sure everything checks out. Yeah, everything checks out on this end. Alright, we're good to go. So, here we go. I think it's a very good team. I think it has a lot of growth to do. It obviously isn't the youngest team in baseball, but there are a lot of very, very good young pieces, especially in terms of the starting rotation. I guess it's really in terms of starting pitcher. I mean, it's Shane Baz, Brendan McKay. I mean, we could actually, if we really wanted to, we even could trade one of these top, pitcher prospects, and then in return, get some really good MLB talent. So looking at the top prospects, as I said before, Tampa Bay does have a really, really good pool of prospects in their organization, but they actually don't have anyone in the top 30. The only one in the top 35 they have is Brendan McKay, the Pennsylvania born. And then in the top 50, they only have 2 total. And the 47 one is Shane Baz. So we have a lot of good prospects, but we do have some work to do in terms of, finding positional players because if you look at the roster, Josh Bell, who we just traded for, is a phenomenal player. Well, I think he actually dropped because I remember him being a 73 overall. I don't really know how that happened, but regardless, um, we do need, like, I would love to find, like, an A prospect somewhere along the lines. Like, who's is a bit more like an 18-year-old, like, like 50, like high 50, low 60 kind of prospect to really develop. Because I do think, like Christian Arroyo, for example, is 59 rated, but he's already 23 years old. So, he doesn't really have that much time left to. Well, let me change that. He has a lot of time left, but he still has a lot of development to go. That's why his trade value is not that high. As opposed to if you were to pick, even Brent Honeywell is a B. As you can see, his trade value is about the same, if not more. So, hypothetically, this is the hypothetical. We have a lot of prospects. So if I were to make a decision, you guys would want it, we could trade for, maybe depending on how we're going to finish, maybe we'll only go until the trade deadline as well. That way, you guys can chime in. So, Brendan McKay, one of the top prospects in baseball. We have a lot of very good pitching prospects. Who can we get? John Gray is a pretty good pitcher, but we need. I'm trying to figure out. Jeff McNeil simulates very, very well in the show. He simulates very, very well. Tony Kemp, 27 years old already. Jose Leclerc, our bullpen does need help, but that's a bit much to give up. Miguel Sano, only an 80 overall. That's surprising. Miguel Sano, though, does simulate very well. He's also a really good player. But again, that's just hypothetical. We're not going to make any of these trades. But there are some very good players there. Alrighty, so let's just adjust. Oh, we also have to do scouting as well. Forgot about that. Thought that exists. Alrighty, so I'm not entirely sure if I remember where Tampa Bay's draft pick is, but I know they finished above 500 last season. So I'm assuming it can't be, that high of a pick, but, definitely a top 15. All right. So let's find. Is there anyone in the central here? It's just like, there you go. Let's see, 70 overall. Yeah, let's scout. Find Butcher. There you go. And the East. So these guys are all fully scouted already. 50 overall. They're all. We're looking for is we need to find a guy like in the 70. If we could find like a diamond in the rough guy who's like in the 70 or even like 65 with the pick that we have. And all these guys, I'm trying to think here. We're scouting around in Butcher. Alright, Martin Pinero. Let's see. I mean, actually does have some nice hitting stats, to be fair. And you could, especially as an American League team, you could definitely use him as. I mean, the problem is, if that was power and not contact, he would easily could be a designated hitter because his vision's very up there. Obviously his contact is maxed out, at least in terms of, and he's already, 75 currently. So would have been a good player. Still could be an option. We'll have to wait and see about that. Alex Daly, pretty much the same thing. Good, well-rounded player. Very good discipline, but nothing else really screams out at you. Good contact hitter. And the catcher, we do need a catcher. I wouldn't mind getting a catcher, but none of these guys, in perspective, 55 to 50 is average and everything, so we don't really need a closer. We could use a bullpen arm, but we're not going to draft one. We definitely don't need a starting pitcher. The only way we'll take a starting pitcher if he's there and there's nobody else. Because we have so many starting pitchers, it really does not pay. So, do need to find people. Alrighty. So let's just go down here. And just because we can, we don't have a West Scout. Alright. Oof. Alright, so let's go. Who's the worst one here? Well, I'm in the wrong section anyway. We have these two. Because we don't need, yeah, I think it's this one. Alright. So we need a West Scout. These guys, very good at discovering pitchers, which of course we don't need to be good at discovering. But, they're only 100 grand cheaper. But that guy, at least this guy's good at position players too. So, yeah, we're going to make that decision. Tom Duran. Uh, anyway. Alrighty, so we're going to scout. There you go. Jeffries, and then in the East, we are going to scout. We don't need pitching, preferably. Alright, Freddie Starks. And then international. What do we got here? You know what? We could potentially use a bullpen arm. If he turns out to be, a very good one, then it could help. It could help. Alright, so without further ado, the goal is probably to make this last until about 25th. Maybe stop at the All-Star break or after the All-Star break. So July 12th. We're probably going to stop around there. Okay, so let's get into the season. All right. So just because it's the first series of the season, we're going to simulate game by game, look at the box score, and then at the end of the homestand, we're going to look to see how everyone's doing. But we're going to take it slow for now, and see if we can dissect what's going on. So opening day in Tampa Bay at the Trop, Snell versus Verlander, a really good pitching matchup. Let's see who comes out on top. So opening day, here we go, and take the loss. That's disappointing. Adam Korolek took the L, while Chris Davinsky
TGIF, and welcome to
took
Inside the
whoa,
Show. Starting in the AL East,
whoa,
the Houston
whoa.
Astros put together 10 total hits
Well,
as
we
they
got
took
this
down the
feeling,
Rays
huh?
in St. Petersburg
I
5-3.
apologize about that.
James
Although,
Paxton
what
got
is
the win.
worth, pretty helpful. Said no one ever. Wait, sounds of the show. Oh, it's inside. I turned off the wrong thing. I thought it was. Anyway, moving on. So, more or less, we lost opening day. It was disappointing. We lost it in the top of the ninth. Let's see. Bell had himself a good Tampa Bay debut, though. Two hits and 4 at bats. Zeno hit a home run. Trying to see where it went wrong. So Houston scored 5 unanswered runs, starting on the top of the sixth. So Snell got roughed up. Did very well until that 6th inning, and then Stanek got a blown save and Kolarek got a loss. All right, disappointing. All right, game number 2. No, that's even more disappointing. Charlie Morton got roughed up in this one. Who cares about Houston? Josh Bell continues on. Had a hit a home run. Good for him. And pitching wise, the bullpen actually did pretty well in this game. That's what I was trying to see, because the bullpen got wrapped up in spring training. So let's keep going. Hopefully we can even out the series. We got a win there. So our first win of the season. Chirinos gets the pitch and win. And let's see. Joey Wendell goes 4 for 4. 2 runs scored. A 3 RBI day for Pham. That's pretty good. And Josh Bell's hitting streak with Tampa does end, but he does rack up an RBI, so that's good for him. Robertson and Adames hit home runs. And pitching wise, the bullpen hold up. They did. So actually, the bullpen has actually been pretty good to start this season. Alvarado gets his first save. I mean, let's just see here. I mean, do they all? Yeah, so our bullpen is actually not giving up a run. Granted, it is only 3 games. They haven't even pitched 9 innings in total, but still, 3, 2, 5, 7, 8. Oh yeah, they pitched like about 10 innings, give or take, if you add the points that I didn't really look at. So yeah, they pitched like 10, 11 innings, something around there. They haven't given up an earned run yet. It's pretty good considering how the spring training went. All right, now let's try to even up the series. This is a big game because Houston's a good team. So if we can get a split, that'll be very good. Can we get a split? Ooh, bottom of the 10th. Runner on second. Matt Duffy. Oh boy. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go and do it. I think I'm probably gonna have to turn off my commentary though. Now, baseball's a bit different because obviously baseball is a 162 game season. If you win one game, is it gonna have that big of an impact? I don't know.
The third baseman, number 5, Matt Duffy.
Commentary Sorry, Matt Excursion. Alrighty. Now I get to embarrass myself as I probably hit somehow into a double play here. Well, that was not what I expected. Discipline is something I lack. Alright, so it all comes down to this now. Now, for all I know, I actually could have countered it. We may actually lose this game, and Matt Duffy was going to get a walk-off or a number. You may never know.
Tommy.
Alright, Tommy. Do it for St. Louis. Oh, right into him. Well, if we miss the playoffs in one game, you know who to blame. Highlight this moment, and that's how I know. We swung at the first pitch both times. A 1-run loss, well, 1-0 loss even better. Okay. All right. Moving on. We're going to simulate now. Colorado started season 2-2. And let's interleague play. Let's see how we do. Alrighty. Last night's on the mound. That's good. Oh, it's only a few days. Did we lose again? Oh, yeah. Alright. Bullpen is getting roughed up a bit. All of a sudden, the bullpen is starting to get. Well, it's just. Drake. 2 innings. Well, he only gave up a run. So I guess that's kind of. Leon, 6 innings. 5 runs. Yeah, we may have to call him down. I think that's probably the best thing to do here. It's still early in the year. We gotta give him a chance to. We have to take this serious. We cannot start. When our goal is to finish above 500, we can't drop these games. Okay, what do we got here? Top of the 9th, nobody out. Uh-oh. I'm gonna let fate decide this one. There you go. Alvarado shutting the door. That's what I'm talking about. Blake Snell. 7-point ERA. That's pretty rough. Can we win the series? Charlie Morton. Do it to them, please. Morton has a shutout. 1 hitter going. Good luck. We're going to let fate decide, and we lost. Okay. Well, okay. Well, that was disappointing. Alvarado got the loss, so I wonder if they took who gave the runs. Alright, so Morton allowed the first 2, and then Alvarado couldn't. So Alvarado let them win the game, essentially, and Morton, tie. Alright, well, that was disappointing. Moving on to Tampa. We're Tampa. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway. Moving on to San Francisco. Let's see. Alright, we gotta have a big series here. San Francisco's a bad team. Somehow they have a better record than us. Like, what is this? Come on, Tampa. Snap out of it. G-Man Choi, it's a pretty rough injury. Put him on a 60-day. We got the win. Who did it call up? Call up someone for us. I feel like we have to start Austin Meadows. Played 2 games out of hasn't had a hit yet, but he's only had 4 at-bats. Alrighty. Let's look at the AAA roster for a sec. He called someone up, but I can't figure out who called up for it. Alright, I guess we're moving on. I'd like to get them playing time. Like, I'd like to get it so we can see their stats, especially these two guys. Who's in Double A? Alright, C. It ain't personal, but I just want to see like what kind of stats they can put up in Double A. Alright. So we're 3 to 5. Can we take series? Bulls, that's fine. Top of the ninth. And the Giants defeated the Rays. Can we at least win the series? No. Oh boy. Well, this is not going to plan. I did not expect to be 3-7. I thought we'd have a better start. Alright, we're gonna change this up a bit here. We have to. Is anyone like really struggling badly? Zanino is, but I mean, we really don't have another option. Michael Perez is still at that development stage. He has a long way to go. Statistically, if Perez is a better contact hitter, maybe that would work into our favor, but we don't want to start him just yet. And everyone else seems to be doing okay. I mean, Tommy Pham's average is a bit below par, but why is he not coaching? Coaching's a problem. But I really don't want to spend the money to fire them when 3 out of them were. I mean, Kevin Cash is fine as a B, but I would love to get rid of these two. But at this point, we're just going to keep them to the end of the season. Unfortunately, Chad over here has a 4-year contract with a C rating. But, you know, it is what it is. We're probably going to fight him at the end of the season. But we need to start picking up some wins. You know, if we drop, it may be a road trip, but if we drop both series against Chicago and Toronto, then we're gonna have to make some moves. We're gonna have to send people down, send people up. Be an interesting time. All right, Blake Snell, can he get us the win to put us back on track? Critical situation. A lot of these critical situations. Nobody's trying to close you out. Why is Noah? We're losing, we got complete game shut out by Ivan Nova. Let that sink in for a sec. All right, game number 2. Charlie Morton, we're losing again. Runs on first and second. Can we do it? We do. Wait, no, we didn't do it. Wait, no, we tied. I don't the wrong thing. We tied and then we lost the next 3 innings. All right, sick. Hey, caramba. Okay, well, we got swept by Chicago. That's the thing. Toronto. There we go. Back in the win column. Let's see. Lost that one. This one's tied, and we lost that one. We're 4-12. Yeah, you know what? Let me forget. 4, I forget. Let me say. Let's go to settings, North Pacific, injury management, MLB only. There you go. We are worse than Baltimore. Oh my goodness. Baltimore has a better record than us. That's rough. That is rough. Okay. Alrighty. What's the plan here? We could trade Tommy Pham. He has 1 year left in his deal. He's a better flyer than his overall stats. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. We gotta make some drastic moves here. Zanino is struggling. Alright, we gotta make the play. We gotta make the play and get Zanino out of there. I know Perez, you know, statistically it doesn't really make a lot of sense. He's struggling as well. Hitting below 100. But we gotta change things up a bit, you know. If we have to do something here. Because clearly whatever we're doing isn't working. Alrighty. We'll keep Zanino in for no DH for now. I mean, we're gonna put him back in the starting lineup. But for now, we're gonna keep him there. Pitching wise, Snell struggling, Warren struggling. Not enough. Ryan Yarbrough is our best pitcher. Actually, like, bullpen wise, I mean, we're getting good performances. It's just Jazz Rowe still has not pitched the game yet. Oh no, he has. He has an infinity ERA. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I know his whip is infinity. That's bad. I was about to say like he has no runs. That's weird. Okay, that's triple A now. We haven't checked in on the 14 innings. Has he given up a run? We make the drastic move. Sheen, that's a rough one. ERA of 14. Well, the only way we're going to get better is if we struggle and get through it. So, can we get ahead of Baltimore? We need to win this series. If we don't win this series, I don't know what to say. Alright, there's one win. Johnny Warren. We're winning 4-0, shutout going. There we go. So we won the series at the very least. Alright. Now if we get the sweep, there we go. Well, virtually there we go. I would find it hard to believe if we lose this game. There we go. So finally, we get a good result. Ironically enough, we're only 4.5 games back of first place in the AL East, so the season is not yet over. But this is a very, very big series. If we get swept by Boston, then there's probably no chance we're making the playoffs. Or let me change that. There's probably no chance we're winning the AL East. But in terms of the standings, where everyone ranks, the Yankees are 11-7. And we're only 4.5 games back, as I said. And for wild card, we're not even. This is the National League Dumbo. This is the Mexican League. We're not even in the picture. So we do have a lot of work to do. But we're the 13th best team statistically in baseball in terms of overall ratings and stuff like that. We have, let's see, we scored more runs than we conceded. We struggle on the road. Well, we struggle everywhere. We struggle with day games. That's the thing. We just have to get to nighttime, and we're fine. You know? Yeah, as long as we play night games, we're fine. Ready? So here it is. Tyler Glasnow versus Nathan Eovaldi. It's gotta do something here. We can't afford to drop this series. It'll be tough if we're home in front of all 3,500 Tampa Bay Rays fans. Right? And probably 6,000 Boston fans. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna get into it. Game number 1 against Boston. That's disappointing. 3-5. Last now went wrong in the 4th and the 5th. Yeah. Alright, well, moving on. Sale versus Snell. The two struggling aces. Snell with a 4.2 ERA, Sale with a 5.5 ERA. Who's going to come out on top? Well, I could have told you that before. 1 run. Well, nice to know that we were able to revitalize first Sale season. At least we did that. Alright, we have to salvage something here. We cannot afford to get swept by Boston. Charlie Moore gone for a few days. What else is new? Then we got swept by Boston. Okay, well, this is not good according to plan. A trade offer from the Cubs. Kyle Schwarber, 26 years old. Kevin Kiermaier. He is an A. He's already 28 years old. Problem is, we're a better team. But because of how bad we're doing, naturally, all of our players' ratings are going down with morale. There's Brandon Davis. It's a good prospect, but I don't know. It's tough to trade away an A, even if he is already 28 years old. I think for now we're gonna hold on to him. Just for now. I don't know how we're. Alright. We need to have a turnaround here, though. 7 games back. Long way to go. We just let Boston overtake the Yankees in the AL East. There's a Yankee fan that annoys me. Alright. We need to make some moves here. Charlie Warren's getting roughed up. Statistically, he's one of our better pitchers. How are our prospects doing? Miranda's getting roughed up. Tampa Bay is just getting roughed up right now. Anyway, this isn't as good as I expected it to be. And I really thought this Tampa team would maybe not make the playoffs, but at least finish above 500. We traded for Josh Bell, and so far, Josh Bell has actually been the one bright spot to this team. And he's batted 338. I mean, he really has. And hitting offensively, like, we're not doing that badly. Troy Wendell's having his first 22 games of his life batting 356. And the issue lies, really with the rotation in the bullpen. All right, so that Perez project did not go as according to plan. So we're gonna put Zunino back in there. Kiermaier, I mean, he's not. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough place to be in right now. At least we're not in last place. Baltimore still has that one, but we're only a game and a half in front of Baltimore. That's the thing. All right. Well, Kansas City is our record flipped. All right. So logic would tell you that this is not going to go well. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can salvage this series. Let's see if we can. Just 2 out of 3 at this point. It's 2 out of 3. There you go. All right. Torino's nice 7-0 win. The Bats came alive in the fourth. Josh Bell 2-run game. Zunino with a home run back in the lineup. I went 2 for 4, so maybe he needed that little spark. Ryan Yarbrough, can we win the series? We do, and now we're going for the sweep. All right, Last Now versus Jorge Lopez. We're losing. We're going to let fate decide. Do it to him, Josh Bell, and we lose. But we do take 2 out of 3, which at this point is a pretty big positive for us. Ryan Yarbrough is 0-3. In only 7 innings, he's blown, I think, 4. I think he's blown 4 saves. 3 saves. 1 save. I'm stupid. But he has 3 losses. So, he's not getting the job done either. But, I mean, we really can't. We could give Diego a chance at closer. Now we're going to do it. We're going to have to give Diego a chance at closer. It's bold, but, I mean, I don't know what else to do at this point. Alvarado's struggling. Everyone's struggling, to be fair. But, rotation-wise, yeah, it's a rough one out there. Alrighty. Series against Boston. Similarly to this series, we can't afford to drop the series. We need to, at the very least, take 2 out of 3 if you want a chance of making the playoffs. Boston's first place, so if we can take 2 out of 3, I think not necessarily, safe. Our season's not saved, but we, could make a nice morale booster for the squad. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get it over with. First game against Boston. We're winning 3-2. The moment of truth. Am I a good coach? I am a good coach. There you go. There you go. So, I still gets the save. Gave up 1 hit. Blake Snell had a decent little performance. 6 innings, 4 hits. Only gave up a run. And that's what you want to see. Alvarado getting a hold. Only gave up a hit in .2 innings. Did allow 2 walks though, so that's kind of concerning. But that's why he's not a closer anymore. So moving on, game number 2 of the series. We're losing right now. There's still a few. Josh Bell, can he do it? No. All right. So now this becomes the biggest game of the season. We cannot afford to drop this game. Game number 3 of the series, and we're winning right now. Can he do it again? Well, I don't think he did it again because it was a 4-2, but at the very end, at least we did get the win. So that is what matters. So it looks like he blew the save, got out of the inning, and then we won in the top of the 10. So there we go. So maybe this could be a bit of a turning point. Again, I think the Dallas is done. I don't think we're making the playoffs, but maybe we could finish a bit more respectable. Hopefully finish somewhere above 500, hover around 500, but we still have a long way to go. Now, what we're not really noticing in the midst of this awful start to the season is Ryan Yarbrough is 3-0 with an ERA of under 1 and just under 30 innings pitched, which is pretty impressive. So, we're just going to piggyback off him. Alrighty. Moving on now to the series against Kansas City, the 4-game series. Really, I would love to win. Hey, well, look, our record is still flipped. That's fine. I guess it's not that funny. Anyway, it all comes down to this series. If we can take 3 out of 4, I think we can be back in this thing, in the race. But if we drop the series, I think, because it's still only April, so it's still early, but we really need to take the series. So Ian Kennedy, the former Yankee, can we get past him? We're winning 5-3, 1 out left. Can we get it? We gave up a run, but we get the first win of the series, which is pretty good. Let's see. So Castillo did give up 4 hits. Alvarado has been better now. Maybe this is what he needed. We're going to keep him there probably to the end of the series. Yarbrough. We're going to call him Ryan. That's it. Ryan over here got himself his 4th win of the season. And now Tyler Glass now. Let's see. Hopefully he can pick up a win here. He needs his first win. He needs to break that hump. Can he get it? No. We take the loss. And Jose De Leon got the loss. Alright. De Leon is now working out. So I think for the benefit of him, I think we're going to send him down. Because 3 losses, 28 innings, 22 runs. It's not exactly what you want out of your 6-man. Alrighty. So, now, Andy Diaz. I don't know what he's doing here, but we're going to send him back down. Oh, never mind. He's in the 40-man roster. I'm stupid. Anyway, let's get another starter pitcher. Call up Brent Honeywell. How's he doing? 3.75 ERA, 3.04. Ryan Merritt, 3.86. No, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see just how well Ryan Merritt can do as the 6-man. I'm excited. I am excited. Ready. Let's see. Now, Charlie Morton, we're going to put him on the trade block because at this point, I think it's probably safe to assume we're probably not making the playoffs. Let's get all the exclamation points out of the way. Alrighty. So let's see what we're up to now. While we're here, we'll just scout him. Alrighty, so what do we know? 60 rate is pretty good. We don't need pitchers though, especially on a closer. Alex Daly, good hitter. Has some bright spots around the stats. A lot of starter pitchers though. Draft day actually should be around the corner if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 35 days. Alright, well, not really around the corner, but it's close, I guess. Alright. Can we salvage some of the season? Let's go. So game number 3 of the series. Blake Snell on the hill. We're losing right now. We're the runner on second, and we lose. And we're gonna go right into it. So we do win game number 4 of the series. We make the series an even 2-2. And well, moving to 3rd place in the NL East. That's good. Now we got Baltimore again. On paper, it should be a sweep for us. But let's just find out for ourselves. Game number 1. All right. Number 2. Number 3. We're winning. Hold the door. All right. We win the series, which is important. We didn't move up. We win the series. We're 15-20. A little more respectful, considering we have season 3 and 7. Blake Snell. We need to win this series. We need to. If we need to start picking up series wins. And well, it's not going to start now. Diamondbacks win. Rays win. All right. Can we win the series? Come on, Chirinos. We're winning right now. Can we hold the door? We hold the door. So there we go. That's a nice little series win right there. So back-to-back series wins. Hasn't happened that often for us, but there you have it. 17-21. Now I got the series against the Yankees, and this series could determine a lot of things. We're actually not that far off from the Yankees. We're only 2.5 games back from them, despite how badly we started the season. We're 4 games back on the wild card, so I mean, we're still in this thing. We really just have to. We need to start getting results, getting wins, and then Josh Bell is absolutely crushing it right now. I mean, like I said, I really do think this Tampa team is good. Obviously, the starting lineup is not really the problem. Obviously not everyone can hit over 300, but our starting problem is starting pitching. Our pitchers aren't really giving it this year. Down at Glass now. I mean, 4.8 ERA, just about. Yarborough is doing well. Other than that, I mean, it's respectable ERAs. Blake Snell is our ace. It's 2-4. I mean, Ryan Merritt, who just called up for what it's worth, if you're interested, is 4. So ERA of 1.9. He's only pitched in 1 game, though, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm trying to see here. We need to make a trade. I would love to make a trade for another starter pitcher. Who's on a trading block besides Charlie Morton? Marcus Stroman. I don't know. It is an AL East team. I feel like it may be a bit of a stretch. Dude, Nats, 79 rated. 74 rated, even worse. Hayes is finally giving his deal, though. He wants to be close to home. That's another reason why he's ecstatic, so I don't really think. Jose Urena. Good pitcher to have, but see potential. Julio Teheran, 4-2. 78 overall. We could make this work. So they want a third baseman. Guess what I have for you? I got Kristen Arroyo. Ooh, that could actually work. I mean, is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. But just out of sheer curiosity, what could we get for Arroyo? Mancini, Domingo Herman. So like mid-table 70 rated players. Though, that's a good trade right there. Miller, good bullpen arm, Will Harris, Caleb Smith, Deion Broxton, Adam Frazier, Dakota Hudson. Some good names here. I wouldn't mind trading him at all. I think we could actually benefit from it. So let's just see. Daniel, 75 rated. He's in the minors right now. So he would probably get maybe even a little bit of a boost to his overall. The thing is, though, is that overall-wise, he would be better than Glass now. But we do need that fifth pitcher. I would love to be able to maybe have Glass now be the sixth man in the bullpen. I think that'd be pretty impressive. I just don't know if this trade is worth it. Let's keep looking. Let's just keep looking. Let's keep looking. No. Well, we need win now talent. We're not win now talent, but talent that can help us now, anyway. Help talent. We don't need win now talent, but help talent. There you go. Sean Newcomb. Actually graduated University of Hartford. There you go. There's that shout out. University of Hartford shout out right there. Caleb Smith. 77 rated. He's a good pitcher. For Pablo Lopez, a bit younger. 23 years old at worst, too. Sandy. Sixto Sanchez. Now, there's a name that I would love to have in Tampa. We didn't move in that far, just, still in Florida. Alrighty, let's see what else we got going on here. I'd love to find like the fifth man in our rotation for Christian Arroyo. I don't know if we're gonna find him. Joe Musgrove. This could work. 79 rated. I mean, he's gonna be mad either way, but if he comes here, it'll be Christian Arroyo. I really wouldn't mind trading away because he's 23 years old. He's a very good defensive-minded player. Now, to be fair to him, he has gone up 3 overall points this season already. We have Matt Duffy already. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily know if you need him. Andrew Velasquez could play third. I think we can go ahead and try to piece together a deal. Josh Lowe. I mean, Guillermo Heredia. Fun name. Anyway. Okay. Sival Garcia, one of the better, very, very solid free agent pickup. If you're a team that's not on Tampa. Pretty much my go-to rebuilt free agent sign. I'm just trying to see. We're close to find out that final piece. There we go. Ricardo Pinto. So Guillermo Heredia, 28 years old. Now he is in the majors, but I think it will allow more playing time to Austin Meadows anyway. He's only played 7 games this year. Granted, he has struggled, but I'd rather have Austin Meadows play. Free up someone. So Joe Musgrove will be getting traded to Tampa Bay. So Joe Musgrove is the latest acquisition. Kind of a weird one, don't get me wrong. I acknowledge that. But he's 26 years old. He really is 79 rated. If we can get him happy, which granted would be hard because he's struggling, we're struggling, we're all struggling here. But I think we can make it work. Alright, so Ryan Merritt played 1 game, but we're going to send him back down to AAA. Now that frees up a roster, a MLB roster spot. And we're going to call up Brendan Lowe. We're paying him big time bucks anyway, might as well. So there we go. Brendan Lowe, welcome back to Tampa. Played 43 games last season. Welcome back. Before I forget, I'm going to save. That would be pretty rough if I lose everything. Alright. So here we go. We're going to probably simulate until the All-Star break. We're going to make it move a little bit faster. I just have to make sure of a few things. Joe Musgrove is pitching 11. I have to make sure that he's has a lot of stamina. So anyway, let's see how we do against the Yankees. A very big series. We need to take 2 out of 3 in the series if we want a chance of winning. And the Yankees, as I said, are only a game and a half in front of us, so this is big. The first game, we do take the win. Yarborough's success continues. A very, very big performance there. And a very good pitching performance from everyone involved. Very good bullpen. Not allowing a hit. So, there you go. Alright, so we're not actually going to play this game. I just need to make sure that Musgrove can pitch. And, yeah, I mean, it's not He's not 100%, but he can pitch. Not tell me he doesn't get an error. I don't know. Correct this later. All right, Joe Musgrove. Can he his first game as a member of Tampa Bay? Can he get the job done? 10-10. So I don't think he got the job done. Tied game, 1 out, walk it off slugger. You know we got to do it to him. Yeah, you know I have to beat my fellow, not my fellow, but my favorite team, New York Yankees. We don't play a lot of critical situations, but we do. It's against the Yankees because I'm a Yankee fan. And I like to trust them. I don't know. All right,
The left
here we go.
fielder, number 29, Tommy
10-10.
Pham.
Fuck that. But can we win this game? Can we do it for the people of Tampa? Alright. Alright. This one is the first pitch again. I'm honestly scared. I feel like we're going to win this game, and I don't know here we're going to lose. Alright. They're bad pitches to spin at, but in my defense, they were in the strike zone, so it would have been 0-2 anyway. So, ha. That gone? It's gone. Is it gone? I think it's gone. There we go. Walk off, home run. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Yankees. Sorry, Boone. I don't know. Maybe you should have brought in someone else in the bullpen. That's what I'm talking about. A big win right there. We win the series with a chance to sweep tomorrow. Tommy Pham with a big walk-off home run. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. This could be the turning point. This series could be the turning point. We took if we can, at the very least, taking 2 out of 3. So that's very, very good. Brown's crew working hard.
Time of the ball game.
There you go. Zach Britton gets the loss. Chaz Rowe gets his first win of the season. Tommy Pham with the walk-off 3-run shot. All right, game number 3. A chance to sweep Blake Snell versus Sabathia. Who's going to take this one? Can we get the sweep? If we win, we jump in front of the Yankees. Big game. Can we do it? We do. So we're jumped in front of the Yankees now. We're only 4.5 back of Boston, and we are only 1 game under 500 as well. Very, very good performances from everyone involved, except for... Actually, no. Well, except for Drake. He had 1 hit and a run. It's probably a home run. Castillo's doing well. I mean, yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. Now you have Miami, who's even worse than we are. So there's a chance even more. Hopefully, we got to take these 2 games. Miami's a really bad team. Trevor Richards is 0-6 in the season. Charlie Morton has to do well here. We need this win. Come on, boys. There we go. As expected, we beat Miami, and we are now 500. So we definitely turned things around in this one. Before I forget, because I almost forgot, how did Musgrove do? So Musgrove, oh god. Alright, well Musgrove did not do, yeah, well that happened. Last night got roughed up too, so everyone's gonna rough up. So everyone loses. Alright, but here we go. So can we get the 2-game sweep? We're losing 9-2, so I don't think we're going to get it. Well, that's what happens. All right, another big series against the Yankees. Hopefully we can take 2 out of 3, but this isn't as really as a must. But we really could use finishing 2 out of 3. Game number 1 of the series, we lose to the Yankees. Yarbrough gets his first loss of the season. Game number 2, get a win. Now the rubber game. Can we get the series win? Tie 2-2. We're not going to go in this one, and we are going to lose off a walk-off of the Yankees. So disappointing game, but I thought, we played well in the last game. The first game got away from us, but only so much can do. Alrighty. Interleague play against the Dodgers. Dodgers are a good ball club. Should be a tough series. Let's get into it. Game number 1, we lose to the Dodgers. Game number 2, we win, so we do take 1 out of 2. over the Dodgers. And now Cleveland, Yarbrough back on the mound, and we do it. Musgrove got his first win of the season, by the way, the other day. So here we go. Yarbrough got the first win. Yarbrough as well improves to 6-1. So Musgrove gets the loss. Number 3, tie game. We're not going to affect it. We do win it. Game number 4 of the 4-game set. We're going for the 3. We're going for the series win, and we don't win the series. Okay. All right. We're 25-27. Big series against Toronto. Toronto is behind us, but I mean, if Toronto's a good series and they take 2 games into 3, they're not that far anymore. Game number 1 of the series, winning 4-3. And Steve with 1 out left. All he has to do is get 1 more out, and he does. Game number 2, get a win. Game number 3, so a very, very good sweep against Toronto. Where now I think for the first time all season we're above 500. I could be wrong. Chaz Rowe improves to 3-0. Pretty good there. All right. Take a quick peek at the lineups. So Wendell has dropped, but obviously he wasn't going to hit 350 for the entire season. Matt Duffy's in the 312. Honey Pham 294. Josh Bell at 312. Look at those progression numbers. That's what you want to see from our young first baseman. And then, so a lot of guys hitting above 300. Daniel Robertson, 313. Kevin Kiermaier is a bit struggling, and Mike Zunino is struggling a bit as well. His numbers are going down, unfortunately, but still, Austin Meadows. It's a tough call with him. I think we're probably going to have to call him down. I mean, he's not really playing a lot. I think it's only fair to him if we send him down. So that is what we were going to do. We'll use one of his minor league options. And there you go. So he is down there in AAA. And hopefully developing into a better player. I'm just trying to see if we can, who else we can call up. Austin Pruitt. I mean, we really don't need a bullpen. I don't know if he's looking. How about this? Sir, we only don't. Well, we have 4 outfielders anyway because we have Brendan Lowe is over there, the utility guy. So we do have some flexibility here. So we're gonna call up. It's tough. We really don't have anyone that jumps off the page down here. I don't really want to call up one of our top prospects just yet. G-Man Choi would be the easy option, but unfortunately he got hurt. Nick Solak. That's what we're going to do. We're going to, just for now, Emilio Bonifacio. Hasn't played in the majors, but we're going to send him up just because he's a pretty good utility guy. And, he's back in the majors, so welcome back to the majors, Emilio Bonifacio. Alrighty. Now, after a sweep over Toronto, we need to keep the momentum going. A quick look at the standings. We're obviously 7 games back of the American League East, and the Wild Card are only 3 games back behind Kansas City. So we're still in it, and the Twins are currently first in the Wild Card spot. So this is a very, very big series. So once again, a reminder, we're probably going to play until the start of the All-Star break. So let's get into it. Tampa versus Minnesota, game number 1 of the series. Big series, we need 2 out of 3 wins at least. Let's get into it. We take game 1, 7-4. Blake Snell has put in a good performance on this 4-game series, excuse me. So we need to take 3 out of 4, even better. All right. Charlie Morton, can he put the pressure on Minnesota? He does. I saw the little W before. There you go. Charlie Morton, nice pitching performance. Now 30-27. Can we get the series win? All right, so it all comes down to this game. We're in 2nd place in the American League East. Can we take the series win? We're losing 7-1, so I don't think we're going to get it. There you go. Disappointing. The Yankees are offering us Tommy Kahnle for Garrett Whitley. I mean, he already is 22 years old, but I mean, Hanley is good. He's a good bullpen arm. 7% rated. I think we probably don't really need that, so we're going to decline it. All right, so we got Detroit, another struggling team. Really no excuses. We got to take 2 out of 3. We really should be getting the sweep, but I'm not stupid. I'm just going to ask for 2 out of 3, and we get 2 out of 3. Now it's time for the draft, and like I said, we had a good year last year. All right, lesson learned. I have to do a better job scouting. I got a bit lazy scouting this franchise. I have to do a better job scouting, but this is what I do know. All right, we do know for a fact that Vincent Kim could be one of the more well-rounded players in baseball. But we do know that this guy right here, Jason Jeffries, the problem with him is that he's already 21 years old. So even though he has that potential of 80, he already is 21 years old. Or, so we can risk it and go there, or let's just sort by like what we know. Right? I have to go to the top. If we could take one of these guys, be kind of this guy's 20 and he's already ready. I think we're gonna take this guy. I mean, his potential 70. I mean, short. I know we have Adames, but we have Franco. Does it say what position, all their positions they play? No. Well, injury gets low. This guy looks like he's going to be one of the more well-rounded players in baseball. I kind of like that. So we're going to just draft him. And hopefully he's not a bum. Competitive balance round. I'm not going to lie. I messed up this draft badly. So if we don't get anyone good, that's on me. Pablo Escobar. Oh, man. Well, we don't know. We're not going to make another shortstop. That's for sure. Well, he is actually ready to go, probably. But we're not going to take another shortstop. So those numbers are not good. Douglas Schmidt. Injury risk low. He's from Massachusetts. He's from Cuba. I think we're probably going to take the safe option here. Vincent Koo could be interesting, but we really don't need pitching. I like the stamina. We're going to go with Francisco Cordova. Or do we go? No, we're sticking with it. We're sticking with it. We're sticking with it. I'm not going to go crazy because as I don't really know what I'm drafting anyway. So I think after this round, we're probably just going to let it kind of be. Alright, so just because he's still there, we'll just draft Pablo Escobar because his name's Pablo Escobar. Alright. Alright, so Brandon Butcher, 76 rated. Although for this guy though, again, he's only 49 rated, but he does have potential to be 87. So the draft wasn't that good. That's on me. But down here, we get Dustin Dickens. That's pretty good. Already 22 years old though, that's a bit of a problem, but it is what it is. So we get Brandon Butcher could be a very, very good utility guy. Not a utility because he only play one position, but he could definitely be a major league player. So that's on me about the draft. You live and you learn. Anyway, moving on against Detroit now. There you go. So seriously, so we're gonna move it a little bit faster because I feel like this is kind of dragging on. All right, moving on now. Joe Musgrove is now 2-2 for what it's worth. And let's just keep going. It's Boston. Big series. They're 48-24. We each win 2 out of 3. Boom. Game number 1. We lose. Game number 2. We're losing. And we will lose. Cool. Sick. Blue Jays are interested in an offer. Not too maker. Okay, we're not going to do that. Now I'm going to look at it. And, alright, so we take the third game. Sounds better than I thought. Blake Snell. We get the win. We get the win. We get a loss. We get a loss. Lose. So everything was looking good, and then we played LA. Then it got rough. All right, big series here against the Yankees. Yeah, we lost. We took that one away, and we got swept by the Yankees. All right. Ay, 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 ay. He's doing pretty well, to his credit. I mean, Alvarado keeps going down and down and down. So I'll just keep going. I don't really know. West Coast road trip. We take the series. We're 12 games back. We beat Minnesota. That's a big win. We sweep Minnesota. It's even bigger. And so the Yankees look like they kind of discovered themselves. Serenos on the mound. We lose. We win. Big series win. So we're almost done with the first episode and the first stream of the Tampa Bay Rays franchise mode. Blake's still on the mound. See what we can do here. So we get the first win. It's a big win. Again, like Baltimore's team that we should be beating a trade offer. Eric Thames, good hitter. Andy Diaz. You know what? 6'2", 27-year-old. Good utility guy to have, but we have Z-Man Choi when he's healthy. Eric Thames, I think, could actually be a pretty good bench bat for us. We don't really have a bench bat. And he's an outfielder, and he actually could play first as well. That is a trade we're going to be making. So welcome to Tampa Bay, Eric Thames. All right, so now, if I can find him, he's already in the majors. That's good. Okay, MLB roster. Emilio Bonifacio actually didn't do awful in his 15 games here. Down 238, but I think he's probably the odd man out here, though he is a pretty good utility guy. But yeah, we're gonna send him back down. Triple A. Eric Thames batting 282. And again, the goal is really just to see if we can finish above 500. I mean, we got him because I think he's a good utility guy to have. Got a good bat on him, and yeah, not really much else to say. We don't really need to do the trade, but he's a good power bat, and we're trying to make a push for the playoffs. Don't really know no other really way to say it. We're only 4 games back of the second wildcard spot. So I think we gotta make a push here, and that series right here against the Yankees is huge. But first, we gotta see if we can get past Baltimore. Big game here, and we get the win. I missed an injury. Someone got injured. I couldn't tell who it was. Emilio Bonifacio, Velasquez. Yeah, it's probably Velasquez. Then. All right. But a big series sweep. Then we get to call up someone else. And of course, Bonifacio is injured because that would have been perfect. Although, can we still call him up? Oops. Yeah, we can still call him up. We're going to call him up. Hey, look, you're injured? Guess what? Come here. All right, big series against the Yankees. We have a chance, if things go right, to make it even up with the Yankees, which would be huge. So this is going to be the last series of the episode as we wrap up here. As I save, don't want to make sure anything happens, anything bad happens. Alrighty, game is saved. We're saved. Everyone is saved. So big series. Hopefully we can take 3 out of 4. We're home at the Trop, even though we're playing against the Yankees. We're not really home. You're kind of just the Trop anyway. There's a lot of Yankees fans there. But in this game, it doesn't really work like that. So we're the home team. There's not a single Yankee fan in attendance. Can we get the job done? We need to, at the very least, take 2 out of 4. We cannot let the Yankees grow. But the goal is to just 3 out of 4. That's the goal, realistic or not. 8, well, it's the 2 best pitchers on the staff, Yarbrough versus Severino. Game number 1 of the series, let's get at it. And we're winning. We're not going to mess around with it. I believe in, fate of things. So we're not going to mess around. Can we hold on? We do. Big win right there, Yarbrough out pitching Severino. Musgrove versus Tanaka in game 2. We got a win. So there you go. The minimal that we wanted was a series, tie, 2 out of 2. That way we gotta hold the door. But now we have a real chance here to win this series. Snell and Morton, we have to win the series here. Can we get game number 3? It's tied. Ooh, nobody out. We're gonna do it. Like I said, we only play critical situations if it's against my favorite team, the Yankees. Anyway, this is a lot of pressure. I mean, if I joke this, you probably were gonna win. So if I somehow don't score, run, and that's bad. Joey Wendell's at the plate.
The second baseman.
Bottom of the 9th.
Joey
Chapman on the mound.
Wendell.
Alright. I probably should have swung at that, but I wanted to see what we're dealing with here. Alrighty. They're playing the infield in. They don't allow that run to score. It makes sense. Boom. That's going to be a double play. Oh god, that was going to just turn around. Oh god. I don't want to fluff it up.
The third baseman, number 5.
Alright, come on, Duffy. Duffy. Gets pitch. How we do here. For bad like that, I don't trust myself. That's a base hit. There you go. Get the win. Big win. We win the series. Duffy with the walk-off base hit to left field. We win the series against the Yankees, and now we have a chance for the series sweep, which would be absolutely amazing if we could pull that off. All right, here we go. Chance for the sweep. Chance to tie the Yankees. Can we do it? Anticlimactic, and we do it. We get the series sweep. We sweep the Yankees in 4 games before we look into it. The Orioles will offer us a trade. We have a ton of shortstops. It's a good trade. It's a reasonable trade, but yeah, we have a ton of shortstops. We don't really need one. And there you have it. We've moved in front of the Yankees, though technically we're tied. But it looks better to say that we are moved in front of them. I have a very good head-to-head against them. We do have more wins than them. That's why we are, in fact, ahead of them on second look. And in the wild card race, we are, in fact, in a wild card spot. So that is probably the best way to end this stream episode. I mean, look at that. Look at that streak we got to be able to tie the Yankees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game win streak, unless I'm bad at math, which is true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, I'm confused. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-game winning streak. Okay, there you go. I'm bad at math. 9-game winning streak to end the first episode stream, whatever you want to call this. And we're in a wild card spot, so that's just about as good as you can get. Take a quick look at the All-Star break statistics. Wendell's doing amazing. Duffy's doing well. Not a very big power team, but Zanino has definitely picked up the pace a little bit. And there you go. We're turning the corner here in Tampa Bay. After we started the season, I hit the wrong button. After we started the season in pretty rough form, we turned the corner, and at the All-Star break, we're 10 games above 500, tied with the Yankees for the second place in the AL East, as well as that second wild card spot. So things are looking up. Alrighty, we're going to simulate past it. So you might as well. And before we go, let's just take a look to see if, now that we're in the position we're in, we could take off Charlie Moore up trade block. We're not going to trade him. Darren O'Day, we definitely could use a bullpen arm. But he's dropping like a fly. Well, to be fair, season statistics are actually pretty good. 2.1 ERA. He's definitely an option. Really not a lot of names in the trade block. That's pretty interesting. Tommy Canley, I think it'd be a bit cheese to trade for a Yankee reliever, and we're kind of going back and forth with the Yankees right now. I really don't think that we could do that trade. Blake Snell, he turned around. He started the season, what, 1-4, if I remember correctly? 2-4? Yeah, he's having a really good start. Or not start, really good rebound. I don't really know what to do. Alvarado, and since we moved him to the rotation, he's been on fire. Unfortunately, he just wasn't doing it as a closer this season. So moved him for Castillo, and there you go. Castillo, there you go. He's doing phenomenally well. Team has turned it around. And that's what you want to see. We're just trying to see if we could trade one of our many, many Fritzen prospects. Maybe Andrew Moore. He's only not gonna have that much value to him because he's a B, 24 years old already. But what about this guy right here? Shane Baz. Why is not higher trade value? Thought he would be higher. Anyway, well, until next time, you guys can let me know in the comments if there are comments. To be honest with you, but this is just for fun. So if for whatever reason you did find this video or this stream, thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow/subscribe if you are watching this. But again, this is pretty much for fun. So thanks for tuning in one way or another. And have a good rest of your day. As I saved this game for the 5th time in the past 5 minutes because I want to make sure that it doesn't leave me. Alright. Until next time.